Hi everyone, this is Susan and I am here with a demo site. I called it Susan's, excuse me, I can speak, Susan's Social Site. Okay, so what I want to talk about right now is because I know that you guys all have or will have professional electronic portfolios because that's what you create in the 698 course, which I've had the pleasure of teaching and working with some of you in. So the way that I would do this blog is I would do it very simply. I would have a name like Susan's Social Site or Shauna's, social media thoughts, or Danielle's, or you don't even have to use your name. You could just have, social media, all things social media, and you could just have, a blog, Danielle's social media blog or something like that. Just something very simple and professional with a simple picture. Like I would change out this picture to something obviously related to social media. Just make sure it's copyright free when you do that. And you can go to Google and you can go to images and then you can search for usage rights. And then there's tons of other sites that have free photos, including Canva, which I know many of you use. Okay, so the reason why I would create the blog this way is because I would make this the part of your portfolio that demonstrates your knowledge and also your applied skills in social media. So one of those first applied skills is obviously your long-form blog posts. You're showing that you know how to write for social media, for long-form social media. You know how to chunk out and scan a blog. You know how to add links, and you know how to do your keywords and phrases, and format your headers, H2. If H2 is just too huge, go to H3, but your subhead should be a point size bigger at least than your regular text, because that helps it stand out and create that good chunky scannability that we want when we're reading online. Now, the other reason too is because if you have everything here on this kind of site, you can then just link to, from your professional portfolio, you could have, social media work or social media examples, and then just link to the whole blog site. And then what you can do from here, you'll have your 3 blog posts that you're doing from this class. You're going to add your about, and I'm going to show you how to add that to your menu if you don't know how to do that. And then you can actually also, you can upload your final project that you're going to be doing for this course, which will be some kind of real world, either audit report with recommendation, or it will be some kind of white paper. And we'll talk about that later, but you can have that here. Then you can actually upload screenshots of the social media that you create, and that gets posted on, our Drexel Facebook or Instagram page. And so that'll be really good to have, so that you'll have this sort of one-stop shop for all your social media. And then of course you can put any other social media experience that you have here too. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to actually upload and format your about. I realized in the last video, I don't know if I actually showed you how to actually add a blog post. Now, on a lot of these themes that come, whether it's Wix or WordPress or whatever you're using, they'll often have something like this, like ready to publish your first post, or they'll have like a demo post. And I usually just delete those because a lot of times people forget they're there and it kind of looks strange and kind of amateurish if you leave that stuck on the bottom of your blog. So the way to add a blog post is to go add from your menu, and then you can just add it. That will automatically put it to your blog homepage. To add a site page, which means to add a navigation page to the site itself, you want to go to Site Pages. Now, well, there's a couple ways to do this. So the first way to do this is to go to Site Page and then Add. So if we go to Site Pages right now, you'll see it's just blog posts and contact, okay, because those just come with it. So I'm going to go to Add, and then I'm going to add my About Me. Or About, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it your bio, About, and then you are going to add your bio. Again, I think that you should keep it very short and simple and professional. Hi, this is Ariana. Welcome to my social media blog. As a graduate student in communication, social media is so important, blah, 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 blah. You could add a little bit of, personal information, or, I'm graduating, blah, blah, blah. I'm hoping to work here. I come from, wherever you come from, or anything like that you want to have. So it should be like 1 or 2 paragraphs. Don't center the text on your about. It just makes it kind of hard to read, and I don't like it. This is one of my personal bugaboos that people who've worked with me know. I don't like a lot of centered text on any kind of web platform. So after the class, you can go in and put it in center if you want to do that. Now, so you're going to just go in here. I also want to point out that WordPress now is introducing this new block editor. So this is much more like a Wix or a Weebly. I think of like Foursquare. These are pretty similar. So I think what WordPress is doing, that it's really trying to obviously compete with Wix. So it does have this interface now. I haven't used it yet. I just haven't had a chance. Okay, so now that I have my page, which I'm going to publish, so it'll save it. And then when you come back out, once it's published, I can't tell. It might be a little slow because I'm running the screen recorder. Let me go back and see. It didn't publish, but that's okay because I have another way to do it too that I wanted to show you. So normally then it would be on your site page once you actually let it publish. So let me just show you the other way to do it. The other way to do it is to come to Customize. And so this is where we click on to go change your theme, which you can do at any time. You can change your site title. Later, if you want to get a professional URL, like for $18 or $20, you can do that, and you can replace your WordPress blog URL. Let's go to Customize. And then what we want to do is we want to go to our menu. And depending on your theme, now my menu we know is right here. You might have one of those themes where it's like the 3 bars. I call that the hamburger. And that you have to click it and then it'll open it. Okay. So I'm going to menus, and usually it might have maybe it might have 1 or 2 choices. Always just choose primary. It might have social, which is fine, but just choose primary for now. Okay. And then add an item. Now, if it had saved my site page, it would be here, and then I would just click on it. But because it didn't, I'm just going to do it from here. I can have bio, or I can make about. I usually just like about. And then you choose add, and then it adds it. Okay, and then you can just pull it up there because it should be. I don't know what that is. Get rid of that. And so it should be home, about, contact. And then what other things that you can do then is, again, you could add, content examples. You could add white paper. You can add like all of these things. And then again, so you're making this a really robust social site. You can even add resources for, like you could say resources I've used during this class that were really helpful, CoSchedule, Hootsuite, you can, add whatever you want. Okay, so then you publish it, and and then it's all here. Okay, and then to get into, so if you add your about this way, you can then go back to your site pages, and you see it's all there. Okay, and then so you can just go here, and I wouldn't put it in this order. I should have rearranged the order. I should have put the about second, but I forgot to do that. And then you can just add this. So this way you have to have your about as a site page. Otherwise, it's going to get lost on your blog page. Okay, so I hope that this clarifies how I think that you could use your the work that you're doing in this class for your professional portfolio, and also just some of the nuts and bolts of WordPress. So if you have any questions, of course, you should feel free to reach out, and I will see you soon.